All right. What
There
is
we
going
are.
on, people? We are live. Bear with me here. All I need to do is just make sure that I end the submissions for the giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. Put that comment in. Glad you guys are here, or if you're not here, glad you guys could come and check this out when it's not live. Okay. Want to
Yes,
fill
sir.
in some talk while I'm doing this real quick?
Absolutely. Guys, we're very excited. We had actually a lot more submissions than we were expecting in regards to
Yeah.
QA. We're actually extremely happy with the outcome. Um, not to mention, we just hit 800 subs literally like 30 minutes before we started. We were celebrating. I was hoping we'd hit it actually on the live, but I mean, hey, man, still celebrate on here. I'm excited to answer some people's questions, let you guys get to know us a little bit better, and
Yep.
see who wins the giveaway.
Yes, that will be fun. Okay, so basically, this is how we're going to structure it. What's going to happen is, Zay's camera's a little wonky, but it'll probably
Oh, is it?
fix
Yeah,
or something. I'm not
it's
sure
doing
which
its thing.
Wi-Fi you're on, but it'll probably overcorrect or correct. And so this is what we're going to do. Basically, how we're going to structure this is we're going to start off with the Q&A, reading the questions that were submitted on the community tab, and then we'll get into the giveaway. Now, throughout the Q&A, we might pull up a question that's just in the comments down below, so feel free to comment. We have a couple people here already. Adrian, nice to see you here. And we have a Patreon, Joshua. I'm here, LOL. Well, good to see you, Josh. Good to see you live. Again, feel free, guys, to chat down below. I'll read the comments, so Zay won't be able to see any of the comments, just to make sure that if any spoilers happen, they go through me first, and I won't read them. But if something's not a spoiler, I could pull it up, and yeah, we'll go ahead and get into that. So
Yeah.
You want to start with the Q&A first? Is there anything else you want to say before we get into it?
No, I'm ready to get into it. I think it's gonna be a fun time, man. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm very excited. It's cool.
I'm excited too, guys, because we just hit 800 subscribers. We just passed 800. This is real quick, guys. This is unbelievable for us. We did not expect this kind of growth. We first started it out as just something to if we get growth, great. If not, this is just something that we have as memories, basically. I'll always be able to go back and watch. First time watching this, first time watching that. And it's super awesome that you guys decided to join our journey. We're super glad to have you here. As Adrian said, almost 1,000 for the year. We really think we're gonna hit it before the end of the year, much more earlier than we expected. So, and that's thanks to you guys. So thank you guys so much again for being here and helping us out. So
I don't know what you guys did over the last couple weeks, but keep doing it. I don't know if you guys started sharing it everywhere or something, but it's been ridiculous every time. It's great. I love it. Super excited. Gonna be a lot of videos. We have to remove the thanks for waiting for 1,000 subs for pretty soon.
Josh says congrats on 800 subs. Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Josh.
it.
So glad to have you here for the journey. Super awesome. I love seeing your comments on Patreon. It means a lot. But yeah, let's get into the Q&A. Let's start with the very first questions brought to us by a man who's here right now in the chat, Adrian Hempfing. I said that right. Adrian Hempfing says, I'm hoping you can let us know some basic facts about you guys, like getting to know things. I'm hoping you can add some different movie genre reactions besides the sci-fi fantasy type. So that's a good question. We're going to leave the questions up as we're answering them, so it'll be scrolling down below for anybody curious. Some of the questions are going to not be scrolling because they don't have as many words. But yeah, if you guys want to be able to read the questions while we're answering them, that'll be down there while we're answering it. So some basic facts about us. We're both 24.
Yep.
We've been friends for nearly 15 years now.
Yeah.
Long
time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, hold on now. I have a dog and a bird. My dog is Smokey. You've probably seen him in a few reactions, and if I've done my job well, you've never heard my bird. He is a blue and gold macaw. I love him very much. I love my dog very much. He's a golden doodle, and I'm actually in Florida. Zay is in New York.
Yep.
I used to live in New York with Zay. I moved down here after high school, and Zay stayed up there. And that's some pretty basic facts.
Yeah. I have 2 dogs. One's a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix. Yeah, he's something. Then I have Max. Max is actually so fun. Here's a fun fact, I guess. Max is a diabetic alert dog. I'm actually type 1 diabetic.
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, I was very, very active in that community for most of my younger years, on the news and stuff. I was the second person in New York to get a diabetic service dog. Fun fact.
And his dog's tail is like a baseball bat.
Yeah, he dents our trash can. He put a dent in the refrigerator with it. It's a stainless steel fridge. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Hi, Cypher. Glad to have you here.
What's going on,
Cypher? We know your question's in there. We'll get to that too. And Even Star, thank you for this question. We will get into that too. We're going to get through a couple questions here before we jump into that. We do have a question that's similar to that that was submitted on the community post. So,
and just to answer Adrian too on the back half, we are expanding from the sci-fi fantasy. Him and I were having this discussion yesterday. We're brainstorming a lot of movies and stuff. It's a lot easier for us to find movies I haven't watched than him because that was the wrong way, but because I don't watch movies a lot until now. Now I'm freaking versed in a lot of content.
Yeah,
a lot of heavy content, but
a couple sneak peeks, I guess. We are thinking about probably like Memento or No Country for Old Men. I know that the next movie reaction that comes out will be sci-fi. Good call, Adrian. It's going to be Back to the Future. That one's going to be the next one. And then after that, we're going to do Gladiators. That's a little less sci-fi there.
Yeah.
But we are going to get into Band of Brothers very soon. So that is a TV series we're going to be getting into that's definitely not sci-fi specifically. But again, if we see some good suggestions for other genres as well, we'd love to get into it. Horror would be interesting. We do have an exclusive movie reaction on Patreon to The Descent, which is a pretty scary-ass movie. I jumped. And George says Gladiator is fantastic. Yeah, we've heard great things about it. And Gladiator is one of those movies that neither of us have seen. So, and I don't really know much about. So, super excited to get into that.
Yeah. And we take notes on your guys' comments too. When you guys comment suggestions, we make note of them. So you'll more than likely, if it fits the bid, you'll see that movie reaction or that series reaction go up. It's just when we can get to it. But
right. And Adrian says, thank you for the mix of film and TV. Yeah, no problem, Adrian. We actually really like it as well. It kind of adds more of a dynamic to the mix that we're doing with like different shows and whatnot. And we find that the movies perform very well. So not only do we get to throw in a movie there, it also helps us gain new followers and things like that. So I'm super excited to continue doing more movies going forward. Maybe at some point we'll be able to sneak in multiple movies a week. But right now we got a lot on our plate and we can only handle one movie a week right now. But excited for more. All right. You ready for the next question?
Oh, I'm ready. It's fun.
Okay. Gina Houston says, "Winter." Well, first she has the wolf, dragon, lion, stag, kraken, fish, and sun. Those are the sigils of the houses.
That's pretty funny. Clever.
Pretty unique, Gina. Thanks for that. And she says, "Winter is coming, you sweet summer child." And if anybody knows, Zay is not a sweet summer child anymore. But we won't get into why for anybody who hasn't seen Game of Thrones. But how did y'all become friends? And Zay's hair is really, really curly when it grows out, isn't it? Why don't you just answer that curly thing real quick, and then we'll talk about how we became friends.
That's my father. I got the weirdest hair between the mix of my mom and my dad. It's insane. I go into barbershops and they kind of like start to cut it and they don't understand. Because it looks super curly and looks like it almost be like almost nappy, but it's not. It's like really soft. So it's a weird blend. A lot of people talk about it when they see it. They're like your hair's so. They're like, can't put my finger on it. I'm like, I know it's something, but
is
I
it
appreciate you
is it hard
noticing.
to take care of? Is it pretty easy?
Ooh, it's starting to get to the harder. Like I'll start to wake up now and I'll have like the Leaning Tower of Pisa like this. So it's starting to get to that, but it hasn't gotten there yet.
I will say for me personally, guys, so I do the thumbnails. I'm the one who puts the thumbnails together. And Zay's hair is so freaking hard to like get in there, right? Because you have to like be able to cut it in a way to where like it doesn't look. Yeah, it's not blocky, but there's only so much I could do because like the curls like will come out sometimes, and it's like since it's a curl, there's a hole in the hair, and it's like, do I cut out the hole? And like then it looks wonky. So it is hard to do the thumbnails with his hair. He just started wearing a hoodie for some of the reactions, which I thought was funny. He doesn't have to do that, but I've got it down okay so far. Maybe I'll get better at it. And yeah, how did we become friends? So there's definitely two different perspectives to this story. I guess I'll
like that.
Well, I'll run through mine first. I was a really outgoing kid. I was super what's the word? You know how there's I was a super extrovert pretty much. Like I would go up to all the kids. I was probably annoying to many kids. But Zay, in my opinion, was definitely more on the shy type. And we were like 9 or 10 years old at 9 to 11, somewhere around there, young, preteen. And we were basically at this summer camp, the YMCA summer camp up in New York. And I was looking for new friends because I think at the time I was just visiting New York every summer. And I wasn't living there yet. I moved there eventually, but this was just when I would visit because my dad lives up in New York. So I would visit him in the summer, and he dropped me off at the camp when he was working. And I came across Zay, who was kind of in the, kind of doing his own thing. And I said, hey, you want to like go see a movie or hang out or something like that? And he pretty much was pretty receptive. He was like, all right, sure. And then we started hanging out, and from there we've been friends like through high school up till now. And it's been a blast. Zay, what's your perspective?
I was, if I remember correctly, I think I was just sitting. I think we had like, they would do like a meeting thing in the beginning where they sat down and kind of gave you like the rundown of the day type of thing.
Right.
And I was just chilling. Yeah. And this kid walks up to me, and I'm like, now listen, guys, like I am outgoing when I know people. I like to do my own thing. So when he walked up, I was like, oh, great, here we go. I'm like, what is this? So he walked up and he was like, yeah, like he said, yeah, you want to see a movie, whatever it was, want to hang out, want to see a movie. And I was like, yeah, why not? Because, I've never had someone approach me. I mean, and part of it too was it was my first year at that camp. Now I had been going to a different camp before that. So I already had friends at the other camp, but I got switched to this camp. I don't really remember why.
I actually didn't know that. I didn't know you were at a different camp
before that. I used to, So like me being there for the first time, I'm like, you walk in, you're like, gosh, like now I gotta like, it's weird to think about. Like, imagine walking into a mall and being like, I'm gonna make a friend here today. Like I gotta, or like I'm gonna see these people every day, so I gotta make friends with them. But Cam freaking took the bull by the horns, walked up, asked me to hang out. I was like, yeah, man, I'm down. And we literally all day, every day, we hung out at the summer camp. Outside of camp, we hung out and maintained the friendship literally up until he left. And I even have like a picture my mom
we
took.
Didn't maintain the friendship up until then. We're still great friends. It's just
I'm saying like
see each other in person very often now.
I have a picture of us right before you left, of like you and I at my house. Yeah, like nice. Right before, like it was the day of. You guys stopped and said hi or whatever, and like I think we gave you breakfast and shit, and you guys
It was
a great time.
I have a picture of us when you first invited me to the Giants training camp. We looked like little
babies. I do have that. I have that picture too. Yeah, I forgot. Came to a Giants training camp. Awesome.
Joshua down here in the comments says, and here I thought Cam would be the shy one. Listen, here's the thing, guys. I grew up going to many different schools. I was never like one place and stay there. So I kind of just learned as a kid how to approach people and talk to them and try to make friends and whatnot. And so, when I was at this summer camp, I was just like, time for another round in the ringer. Zay, he looks like a good victim, so I'll make him be friends with me for the rest of my life. But yeah. And
oh no, what are you gonna say? No, you can finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say about the thumbnail. Cypher says just have Zay wear a hoodie or a hat. Yeah, he does wear a hat sometimes, and that helps out a lot. But
it's hard because we don't pose for these thumbnails. These thumbnails are like, I know a lot of people on YouTube, like they do poses like for it, and you'll see like facial reactions. Those reactions are grabbed from the video. So like,
yeah,
it's never like, that's why we're in different clothes every time and everything. We don't do like okay, that was episode this, season this of Game of Thrones. Here, let's make a face for it. And it's like we posed. We just
the only faces, natural. The only poses that we've made is for the Doctor Strange review, and then this. These are the only two poses we made, since there wasn't going to be like I needed the thumbnail for this before we did this, and then Doctor Strange we weren't going to be. Well, I guess we would need the thumbnail before then too, because I guess I could have taken our faces off of the review, but
keep everything to the keep it. I like it. I like how it is with like the natural. Like it's just whatever we grab from it.
Yeah, for the review, for some reason I just had the thumbnail prepared beforehand. But yeah, all of our like reactions to a series, all those thumbnails are taken. Those like images of us are taken from the video that you guys end up watching. And Adrian says, "Cool, you guys are like bestest bros." Yeah, we've been friends for a while. We are excited for the future. We do plan on being in person for some of these reactions at some point later down the road, and that would be really cool as well. Whether Isaiah is visiting me or I'm visiting him, we'll figure that out.
I'm a kibosh the second half right there. He ain't coming back to New York. He refuses.
Oh, listen, it's cold. I'll tell you that much. And it's nice down here in Florida.
Listen, man. Listen, I mean, there was almost a time where I was gonna be living down there with you. So
and you never know. You might be down
out of the possibility.
All right, let's move on to the next question. We've got Newt 2000. Newt has been here from like the very beginning.
Day one, first commenter, I think.
Yeah, I think he's our first commenter, and I think he's also. He might not have been our first commenter because our first video was Game of Thrones. So I know he's not
maybe
really
not,
into that. Then. So, but I'm pretty sure he subscribed like under 10.
Yeah, he was one. He's one of the first for sure. I've seen his name more times than I can count under reactions.
In a good way.
Of course, I freaking love it. Are you kidding me?
Right. And Newt says, "Hey guys, how and when did you guys get the idea to start a YouTube channel, and why a movie show reaction channel?" I personally think this stems from the show WandaVision, in my opinion. If I were to trace it back to something, when WandaVision came out, like obviously Zay and I, we would have seen shows and movies together growing up and whatnot. But once WandaVision came out, I started to get the idea, like while Zay and I would still communicate and talk and, play games and stuff when I moved down here, we never really watched movies or TV shows together again until WandaVision came out. I was watching, I was like so obsessed with what was going on. I decided to hit Zay up. I was like, Zay, you got to check this out. Like with me and like, so we can like question the mystery as we're going through the series. And it was a wild blast. And we started doing that with like Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and things like that. We started watching those shows, and I guess when Moon Knight episode 1 came out, we were like, hey, we should really be recording these, because I'm sure it would be great to see our reactions over again, and I'm sure some people would love to hear our theories and thoughts and stuff like that as we're watching it. And that's what we did.
Yeah, I wish you guys could have. I wish we recorded I wish we had thought of it. Yeah, our WandaVision ones were crazy. Like we would just go on these tangents together. And I think part of it too was, you were going off the show, and when I would go to bed, you'd go and watch like people theorize and stuff. And it was kind of this conversation between us, like, we could do that. Like, like we have a lot of ideas and stuff about these shows. Why not? And at that time, I was already looking to, try to like get into like content creation stuff. I thought it was cool. Cam, really, it stemmed from you though. I think you were the first one to say we should do a movie, or like we should do a reaction channel. And I was like, I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's do it. I'm like, I'm down. And I mean, the grind months later, grinding, and I mean, I cannot complain.
Yeah, I've been having a great time, and I will say, I have seen a lot of reaction channels before we started ours. I was a huge viewer of reaction channels, just like you guys, and I still am today for things that I've seen, of course. And we'll get into like who I watched because there are a couple questions about like inspirations and things like that.
Oh, cool.
But when it comes to the actual idea for us to do one, I think it came from the Marvel shows we would watch together and theorize about, and decided, let's put this on the screen. And another thing, guys, you have no idea how long I've been waiting to get Zay to watch Game of Thrones. It's been a journey.
I've had years of people telling me to watch it, and I'm not mad that I didn't. I've had years of people telling me to watch that. I've had years of people telling me to watch Breaking Bad.
And we're going to get into Breaking Bad at some point.
Wink, wink. I've had years of people telling me to watch. And, I'm sure someone's going to ask, like, why don't you? I personally, am not huge. If I'm going to be sitting here, I don't like to sit in my bed and watch TV. I'd much rather play a video game. I like being more that's just kind of my personality, I guess. Video games entertain me, even if it's only a couple of different ones or whatever the case may be. That being said, I like watching stuff better with people. And, at first I was kind of skeptical about us starting it because I'm like, you've seen some of these shows, like how interactive can it be? But yeah, Cam's one of the way he lays out questions for me and kind of like, doesn't misdirect me, but he'll be like, oh, well, what do you think about this? Well, we'll have to see. And I'll theorize and it'll be completely wrong. And I'll be like, damn, I thought he was giving me a hint.
I also think Zay, like personally, I'm a kind of guy that could go to the movies by myself. It's just, I enjoy movies and films and TV so much that like, that doesn't affect me. My first job, like everyone's like, oh, what was that job you wanted as a child? Like your dream job growing up, whatnot. My first ever like dream job was being a director. That was like, that's always what I wanted to do.
Yes.
I've always appreciated that kind of stuff. And so Zay, I feel like was more of somebody who appreciates this kind of stuff when he has someone to watch along with. And a lot of people are. It just depends. Personally, again, I could do things solo or whatnot, but from Zay's perspective, like, listen, when I first watched Fellowship of the Ring, I wasn't really having the best of time, and it could have been my mood, it could have been other things on my mind, it could have been a lot, it could have been I just wasn't immersing myself enough. But when I watched it with Zay, my experience was 10 times better. So I think, and my enjoyment of the movie was 10 times better. So I think he's definitely onto something there. And I'm guessing that's why you didn't get into some of these movies and shows.
I'm just like, and shows, it's like, it's already this many seasons out. I don't want to, like, what I'm saying? I don't want to play catch up. What's amazing to me is that I somehow avoided spoilers throughout a lot of these shows. And I think it's because people would ask me, have you ever seen this show? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you got to watch it. I'm like, okay. But I never go watch it. So I never end up going back. Not that I don't watch shows, guys. Listen, I'm more like, personally, I'm more anime and gamer. Like, that's just how I am. I watch anime and I play video games and like, I'm very competitive in video games. It's like, I don't have that naturally like casual viewership in me, but like Cam said, when I have someone to watch it with, I feel like the experience is way more immersive and it's more fun. And it's like, I enjoy it. And then getting to finish it and then be like, yo, like that was crazy. Like, then get to talk to someone like, oh yeah. And it's like, so there's different layers to me versus him. But I mean, like I said, I think it also creates a great dynamic. I mean, between us, and our friendship and everything is just dope.
We also have this chemistry that, like, I don't know how many people pick up on it, but the humor between us, like, we do this all day, every day, off screen, on screen. And to me, I personally enjoy it so much. And I feel like our chemistry is really good and radiates it from my perspective. I just have such a blast talking to Zay and hanging out with him. So, hopefully that radiates with you guys too. And you guys can feel some of that.
I just thought about like my last piece on this because it's funny because when you said humor and I'm like thinking about all the times, like, because we like to make puns. guys, we used to walk through the mall and we'd make puns out of every store to each other.
Yeah.
Like we were good at it, but to us, we were good at it, but we would do it throughout the whole store up and down. Our mall's a mile long. That's not an exaggeration. It actually is. So imagine that, a mile, 2 floors of us making puns.
And we still do it all the time to this day, but it comes when it comes. Yeah. Next, before we get into the next question, Dan Siegel says, hi, congrats on the 500. Question, Cam, how did you get into Game of Thrones? We will get into that. Don't worry, your question will be answered. We do want to cover the people who submitted on the community tab first. And Adrian says, I like the realness in Saving Private Ryan, the Ryan being the surname versus the first name. Leave me alone, okay? I wasn't, I didn't realize it at first.
Oh my God, bro.
All right.
That was confusing me when you were saying that. I was like, what is he talking about?
Haya Cortez says, may I know, does PayPal work instead of Amazon gift card for international subscribers? Yes. If you guys left a question down below and you're an international subscriber and you can't receive $50 Amazon gift card, we will PayPal you $50. So
let us know though, so we know and we don't,
yeah, we will reply to the comments in the submission in the community tab of who won and tell them they won. And also, you guys will find out who are watching. You guys will find out at the end of the Q&A, because we have a big wheel that we're going to spin. We have all your names on the wheel. Okay. Next up, we have Jor. Jor says, would like to know a little more about you guys. What got you guys into film? Also, will you react to anime at all, like Demon Slayer or Spy X Family for some series? That is a great question. I'll cover what got me into film first. Zay, then you can
yeah.
I mean, we can cover that a little bit.
But... No, yeah, but I also, there's some aspect from well, you say your piece on it and I'll say like another piece of mine that at least has me interested in film, I should say.
Okay, so what got me into film was just, growing up, watching movies, really enjoying them was definitely that laid the foundation. But I think what got me more heavier into films was probably VFX. I remember when I was a kid, I would go outside with a camera by myself. And I think the first one that I was able to do that I was so ecstatic about was I would jump and I would cut it in an editing software and then jump somewhere else and cut it again. So it looked like I teleported. And then I would add a little bit of effects there. And it reminded me of the movie Jumper and stuff like that. Or it reminds me of the movie Jumper and stuff like that. But I would just create these VFX with myself. I would look up, how to do this, how to do a lightsaber or shoot stuff out of my hands and stuff. I remember one that I could never master that I always wanted to do was the Human Torch effect, where you could make your body go on fire and stuff like that. But that just got me way more. That made me appreciate all the CGI and VFX that happen in films and TV series. And that kind of opened the door for me appreciating other aspects of films and TV series. And it just made me pretty big into that kind of stuff. And again, I wanted to be a director growing up. So yeah. Zay, what about you? What got you into film?
More from, I guess you'll notice it more on the Lord of the Rings. That's where I usually talk about how shots, I get more oh yeah, I love how they did this shot. I use more film terminology. I took a class actually in college. What was the name of the class? It was something ridiculous. It was some ridiculousness. We watched Mad Max and stuff like that. It was dope. It was freaking awesome. But it was also a film class. So I learned a lot of the terminology. And then at the end of it, it's she would go across the class, give me something you liked about the show. So now you're racking your brain. I got to think of did I like this continuous shot or and then she's like, okay, well, what'd you like about it? You're like, oh my God. So naturally it kind of made me a little more analytical of films, even though I don't watch them often. But when you see something like Lord of the Rings, that's shot. So, and I mean, Game of Thrones are all shot so well. Yeah. You gain an immense appreciation. I mean, I've never seen, up until we started doing this, I'd never seen Game of Thrones. I'm glad I'm watching it because I get that appreciation of the show of holy shit. This is a lot of money went into this show and they deliver every time they deliver. So, not too much for me, but that was just kind of something that I had taken in college and just progressed me towards, appreciating film a lot more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, George says shots for days in Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh, I can't get over the cinema. I don't think I've seen a movie series or even a movie that has better cinematography than Lord of the Rings. I'll never get over the cinematography for those movies.
It's gorgeous.
Gina Houston says late to the party. Doesn't matter, Gina. We're glad you're here now.
Yeah.
We did get to your question though, so I'm sure you can rewind if you want to listen to our answer to that there. But don't worry, you're on the wheel, and we'll see if you win near the end. But yeah, okay. And also, I love seeing your comments down below on our Game of Thrones reactions. And Gina really loves your faces, Zay, and your reactions and stuff like that.
But, can't help it, man. It's a show, man.
It is. I appreciate you being here, Gina. All right, next on the list. Oh no, we got to answer the anime.
Will you react to anime at all?
Here's the thing. I would love to. The Japanese companies, I've heard, are a lot more strict on striking our channel and striking channels and things like that. So I am nervous about that. I've seen other people do anime though, so we know it's possible. So we have a couple ideas in mind because this channel is like our baby, and we don't know if we want to like risk the whole thing being taken down. So we might make a separate anime reaction channel for people who want to see, anime reactions and whatnot. We may have our reactions just in full length form on Patreon, where you would need a copy to watch along. We do have some ideas in mind. I think the anime channel would be the best bet. But yeah, Demon Slayer, Spy X Family. I've seen the first season. I've never seen that. That's
Naruto, Attack on Titan. I want to get him in it. Oh my god! And what's great,
I haven't seen any of these. Zay has seen
guys.
Some of them.
I stopped watching a lot. Like Naruto, I got into the back half of it. I stopped watching it because I'm like, well, if there's a chance we're going to react to it, it'd be cool for us to react together. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Spy X Family. Demon Slayer I watched a little bit of, like the first couple episodes, but again, so there's a lot of big ones that I've started to get into, and then I've seen some smaller ones. I'm not gonna like list them out. There's been a bunch. I mean, I go through Netflix and Hulu like it's candy, and then I go to Crunchyroll. So I've seen a good amount. But yeah, some of the bigger ones I stopped because I was like, when we started talking about it, I was like, all right, well, if we go for it, if it doesn't work out with it, I'll probably continue to watch them after. But we're hoping we can work around it. We want to be able to post stuff like that, especially because it seems like people want us to react to it. So we'd love to be able to react to it.
Yeah, so it definitely seems like it would be really cool, especially because anime is a very strong niche that it might be a good idea to have that separate anime channel as well. So Joy says anime channel sounds awesome. So we'll definitely keep that in mind. I know personally I love the artistic uniqueness of anime, and I would love to dive into it more. With that being said, Gina says, yes, I'll just rewatch, and love Zay's faces. So there you go. Zay, I love Zay's faces too. If you watch our reactions, it's hard for me to like not look over at Zay all the time. I'm like, what? How does he think about this? What does he think about this?
It's like, what is he thinking right now? Oh, he's got to be thinking something. Sometimes I'm just so astonished. It's like I'm not thinking anything.
Yeah. Nicholas Garcia says, congratulations to Thor 4, $150 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
Congrats, Thor 4. That's the best Thor opening weekend. We have not gone and seen the movie. We're waiting for it to come on digital so we can react to it then. Thank you, Nicholas. I hope a lot of people liked it. But yeah, anything you want to say about that?
I am avoiding all spoilers, my friends. I literally Cam made a separate YouTube channel just so he could go watch. He can watch YouTube without
I would get
getting a risk.
Marvel stuff, so I had to make a new YouTube channel that doesn't have, or I had to use a new YouTube channel that doesn't have that won't suggest me Thor spoilers and things like that.
Yeah, Thor's actually it's almost in the top 10 for opening weekends.
Is it really?
Almost. It looks like
150 is a big number.
Yeah, it looks like opening weekend. Wait. Oh, this hasn't been updated. Because Thor Ragnarok was number 9 on their list, and it had a 122 mil. But I don't know how old this is.
It might be out of Marvel or something.
It's out of Marvel. I just looked up out of Marvel, to see what is the highest. So it's up there for sure. So it's a great opening weekend. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Next question. from Derek Arnold. Derek has been here for a while too. I love seeing your comments down below, Derek. He's a Game of Thrones watcher. And here's the thing, guys. So before we get into this question, I just want to let you guys know we are trying to finish Game of Thrones before House of the Dragon comes out. So this might sound shocking. It might not. We have wrapped up season 6. That is how ahead we are right now. So that is to the extent that Zay has seen. When we answer these Game of Thrones questions, Zay is obviously going to answer it to the extent of his knowledge up into the end of season 6. And I am going to answer it as if I've only seen up into the extent of season 6, so that I don't maybe make Zay think about something here or there. I will only answer these questions from the perspective of like, oh, I've only seen the same amount as Zay, even though I've seen the whole thing, just to make it, just to like do the best I can to keep Zay's like mind off of stuff that might make him think, well, why did he answer it this way and whatnot. And also, if you guys haven't seen Game of Thrones, we'll try to keep the answers spoiler free as much as possible, but
I have a very vanilla answer lined up for how.
Okay, well, but we might get more Game of Thrones questions, especially 2 from now. We are going to get one that definitely might have some spoiler answers. So just so you guys know, as long as the question is up, we will be talking about it. So if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you don't want to hear the answers because they may contain spoilers, just mute us or come back in a little bit when we're on a new question. That's up to you guys. But with that being said, our question is, if you woke up and were in the show Game of Thrones, which house would try to associate yourself with, and how long do you think you'd realistically survive? All right, Zay, I'm going to let you take this one away first.
Here's the thing. I always say here's the thing when there's like, I feel like it's going to be controversial. I think that I would want to associate myself with the Lannisters just because of their position. But they're, I'm nervous. I would be a nervous Lannister. How long do I think I'd survive? Listen, if you keep me out of the fray of battle, I'm chilling. I think I could see old age possibly. I feel like I would mind my business about a lot of things.
You think you'd realistically survive for a while?
If I'm not in battle, maybe. I don't know, man. Listen, you could tick anybody off with just like, you could say one wrong thing, You'd be like,
look, guys, so we are going to end up probably getting the spoilers for these questions. So as long as they're up on the screen and you don't want to know, just wait until they go away or come back a little bit later and check to see if they're gone. And you can mute us, whatever you want to do to fix that. So with that being said, Zay, if there's anything you want to say to justify the answer.
Without getting into specifics of whom, you could get into relations.
You can get into specifics.
Now. Tyrion fell in love, but the girl happened to be a hoe, and he had to snipe his father and her. He had to take her out. Like, that's crazy. Like, come on, bro. Dude, Joffrey got. Well, you know what?
DC Duchess says Jaime Lannister.
Jaime Lannister. Yo, man. Listen. All I'm saying is they're in a great position of power most of the time. I think that with my persona, I would be, I'd be like a Tommen. Like, I feel like I'd end up falling upon power and be like, well, I don't, well, actually, no, he jumped. So I also wouldn't do that, man. I don't know. I guess Lannister, I feel like they're the most comfortable-ish I'd be.
Okay. Yeah, sure. But this is gonna be interesting because of my answer.
You say Stark?
No, I don't. I certainly don't say Stark.
You say Stark. I was like, I don't know.
No. I would try to associate myself with Dorne, and that might be an oddball of an answer. But listen, I moved down to Florida for a reason. It's fucking nice and sunny down here, and Dorne doesn't seem, as to where we are right now, Dorne doesn't seem to be too much involved with a lot of things that go wrong, So I feel like I would just be a Dornish man in the city and having a good life, and and hopefully surviving as long as possible. I think that I would probably survive until I come into conflict with anything. Any kind of conflict, I'm gonna get murdered. Like, there's no way.
Can I get a gun at least? Like, here's the thing. Like, if I can get like a pistol, like then maybe I could survive a little longer. I still am not that confident that I just make it that long. Also, you better hope you don't fall in love with anyone from my family, because we saw what happened. we saw what happened to the young prince when he was with what's her name?
What we're talking about here?
Marcella and her man from Dorne.
Yeah, that was a Dornish man.
He got his shit. So
by a Dornish person.
By a Dornish two Dornish girls.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Is like, honestly, if I was gonna end up dying somehow, I feel like I would accidentally say the wrong thing to a Dornish woman or something like that, and then I get poisoned. Like then it's over for me.
I say the wrong thing to Cersei. Be like, I love your red gown. She'd be like, it's maroon. Kill him. Be like, what? Be like, please, I beg you.
Josh says Zay would be the first Lannister not into incest.
Facts. Facts. I would hold that to my grave too. I'd be like, I was the only one. Tried to clear the family name.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a great question, Derek. I had some fun with that. And Jorah says we should definitely do a live when we finish the series. I'm sure there'll be lots of feelings to discuss. That sounds good to me. If we did like kind of like a live spoiler discussion about all of Game of Thrones and have a bunch of people from Game of Thrones in the chat as well, that would be super cool.
Yeah, I'm down.
And all right. And then earlier, Adrian said, or Josh said, you should come to New Zealand and see where Lord of the Rings was filmed. I would absolutely love to. And I'm sure if Zay and I ever did, we'd make like a vlog or something out of it.
Oh God,
a really fun trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Adrian says, I'll just pat the dragons. Yeah, good luck with that, Adrian. See how long that lasts. Okay, so next on the list, we have Prime Master, who says, who inspires you to start your YouTube channel? That's a great question. A lot of the reaction channels out there definitely inspired me. If we're not going to give like a cheesy answer and say our chemistry and how we watch the shows together and stuff, like that was part of the inspiration for sure. But if I were to give out some names, Natalie Gold, I love her reactions. Get Jabby, I love their reactions as well. John Campea is a huge inspiration for me personally. I've been watching him a lot. I've had to watch him a lot less recently, just because now that we have this channel, we have to be very careful what we get into. And I don't know if there's spoilers and things like that going on. So I still try to stay tuned in for some of the news topics that wouldn't spoil anything. And yeah, John Campea, as much as I was into film and TV, John Campea got me 10 times more into film and TV. And Natalie Gold and Get Jabby are probably the highest on the list in terms of reactors that really inspired me. And and Holden Hardman, he's a big one too. I love him and his wife's reactions, and I watched his friend reactions and stuff like that. Holden Hardman, Natalie Gold, and Get JB are probably the top 3 inspirations in terms of reaction channels. And John Campea, a huge shout out for getting me even more into film and TV than I already was. Zay, how about you?
Guys, you're gonna hate my answer. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have any inspiration for this channel. Reason being, I don't watch reaction channels, and I don't really watch movies or film. That being said, I'm avoiding now reaction channels actively. I mean, I think the only time I really ever checked out reactions was the one time we hopped in a live stream post WandaVision. So that's how far back it was, because you're watching that live. But if I had to say like who like inspired me just because like a YouTube success, or like just kind of seeing like how great it can be, like content wise, one of my favorite content creators is a gamer, but I've been watching him. Actually, there's 2 of them. Cam knows one, Charlie, aka Penguin Zero. Been watching him, and I watched FaZe Jev from when they were easily sub a mil. I think they were maybe probably just under, like just getting to 100K. FaZe Jev for sure. Charlie maybe a little bit later, but seeing how they were able to develop their content and constantly grow and expand. I mean, especially Charlie, who owns an esports team. So, I would say that my inspiration really just comes from, seeing other content creators grow so significantly. Oh, you're laughing. What's the comment? That's pretty much the only.
That means Cam is your inspiration.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No. Don't give him that. Don't gas him, guys.
I can feel the power I hold. No.
Oh
All right. That's
awful.
yeah.
You're
okay.
awful.
Thank you, Prime Master. Nice question. Next on the list is another Game of Thrones question, guys. So, spoiler warning, just in case. And this is from our Patreon, Joshua Sutton. Thank you for being here, Josh. It means a lot. All right. Let me pull that back up. Josh says, this is a question for Zay only, since Cam has seen Game of Thrones and knows. Zay, out of all characters in Game of Thrones, who do you predict will sit on the Iron Throne by the end of the show? Will it be a current character? And who? Or a new one, since you have learned new characters are added? So what are your thoughts there? I'm not going to chime in. This is your question, buddy.
It's so loaded. It's so loaded. It's so loaded. I know. You know what, man, listen. I'm gonna hold it down for my day one. Okay. Because technically gonna be a spoiler. So I really step away now, because this answer is gonna spoil if you don't know Game of Thrones or whatever the case is. But man, the chances are so slim. But damn, if Jon could sit on the throne, you know how happy I would be.
That would be pretty cool,
guys. That you'd get probably a thumbnail of me smiling ear to ear, it'd be ridiculous.
Well, the question is, who do you think will, not who do you want to?
Who do I think will? Man, I don't know. I could say Sansa. That's say Sansa, because she's kind of just the way that she's very careful with how she maneuvers, and she seems to be she's when in peril, she kind of knows how to navigate it. But then it's I could also argue Dany, because of her military and the dragons. So I don't hear. I think it could be Sansa. I'll say I think. Part
of the question is, do you think it could also possibly be a new character? Because as you've learned, new characters are added to the show. It's possible.
It is possible. I think it could be a new character. I don't think it will be.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think that, and to give him more, I think a girl might end up sitting on the Iron Throne. I think a woman will end up sitting on the Iron Throne, which would be really cool, because we don't really, it's always men on the Iron Throne. So it'd be really cool to me to see a woman on the Iron Throne. Chances of that, though, I mean, this show deviates from all logic for me. So it could be, I could see Ghost sit on the Iron Throne somehow, literally, it's ridiculousness.
Possibly. We'll have to see. All right. Next on the list, we've got, and thanks for that question, Josh. That was a really cool one. Next on the list, we've got Superboy. And Superboy says, can you guys do game reviews? Watching game trailers? Let me make my camera move down. Watching game trailers, or maybe even playing the whole game and giving your thoughts on it. I really like this idea. Gaming is definitely second for me behind our reaction channel. I love playing games. Zay and I do stream on Tuesdays and Fridays on Zay's stream. He has a Twitch. I have a Twitch too. I haven't been very active on it just because basically that'll come into my answer to this. I would love to, maybe down the road possibly, but right now I am very, very busy with this channel, and Zay is too. Zay has a lot more going on his other side of life. He's also working two jobs.
Yeah, girlfriend. It's a whole mess.
Right. So it's a whole mess. Personally, I think this is a really fun idea. Game trailers. There's no reason why we couldn't do game trailers.
We could definitely do that. Yeah.
Playing a whole game and giving our guys thoughts on it. Maybe we do have a gaming channel, but really not much is up on it right now. I think there's one video. Yeah, there's one video up on it right now. It's a little funny moments video with Zay and I playing It Takes Two. The link for that is in the description of a couple or most of our videos. And, it's there for when we do add to it. We don't have a committed schedule or anything like that, because again, between this channel and Patreon, there's a lot of work that is taking up a lot of my time. Sometimes I have some sleepless nights and whatnot, but We are working on trying to work out a better schedule. So right now I can't really say that we will. It's definitely at least me personally, it's definitely something that piques my interest. But the amount of time I'm spending on this channel and or the amount of time we're both spending on this channel and Patreon and whatnot. Well, me more so on Patreon just because I've got to edit the full length reactions and stuff like that. And I try to keep Zay off of it just to avoid spoilers and whatnot. Yeah. But it's just super busy right now. But I love the idea. Maybe down the road. Zay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely would be dope for us to do it down the road. Like Cam said, we stream. Definitely, we're pretty much religious Tuesdays. Fridays can be iffy depending on scheduling, just because it's hard. I work early in the morning and stuff like that.
Like today, we probably won't be streaming because we're doing this.
Right. So,
and but we don't know how long it will last and whatnot.
Tuesdays, you can pretty much count us being live at like usually it's like 11:30, 12. Most of the time. And with that being said, too, I'm working on a YouTube as well, where I'm doing more like solo gameplays for like horror games and stuff like that. So I can do that content with certain games until it's kind of becomes more of a thing that we can do together. But I plan on, doing game reviews and stuff like that, just because I love playing games. And, who doesn't love playing video games, man? So I think it'd be definitely cool if Cam and I can get to it. Once we have a little bit more open slots in our schedule, we can definitely discuss it more and work towards it.
Adrian Hempfing says maybe split some schedule, include game thing every so often instead of a film. It is. I get what you're saying there. To do a game instead of a movie, but I think might just be the way my brain works. But for me personally, if we do a game thing, it'll go on the gaming channel. Just because I OCD, but I just like the fact I like this channel being a reaction channel strictly. We could do game reactions on this channel, like game trailer reactions for sure. But definitely, if it comes to doing like a game thing, like playing a game or something like that,
my dog's trying to
go on the other channel, the gaming channel.
Sorry. So there must be some. Yeah, it must be a thunderstorm. Guys, you get to say hi to Owen for a little bit.
Smokey, you want to come here? Second, you want to come here? I've got Smokey.
Tongue out. Oh my god, he must be terrified.
There's Smokey.
Oh. Yes, Smokey.
He's not a little dog, so I can't necessarily just pick him up.
I'll just scoop this guy up. I think I agree. I would much prefer if we're gonna do gaming type stuff. I'd much rather it on our gaming channel. Just to keep it kind of I just feel like we created such like a standard on the channel to have series of movies that it'd be kind of a curveball. But we'll see. You never know. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll do gaming trailers and all that.
Adrian says it was more about freeing up time rather than like specifically on this channel. Yeah, I get what you're saying. We are going to be finishing Game of Thrones pretty soon, and we do have a lot more of Game of Thrones to be uploaded. So we are going to have this nice little period where some time is going to be freed up before we move into the next series, and that might be a good time to get some game content in for the gaming channel. So
for sure. Yeah, I'd love that.
Next on the list, we have Grim Reaper. Thank you for hosting this giveaway. What has been your favorite Marvel's Disney Plus series? Well, thank you for being a part of the giveaway because your name is on the wheel too. You did submit in the community tab before we started the stream, and you're welcome. We're excited. We're so happy we got to halfway past our goal, and now we're beyond halfway between halfway and our goal. We're above 800. It's unbelievable. What has been your favorite Marvel Disney Plus series? It's a no-brainer for me. Zay, you want to go first? I'm sure we're gonna have the same answer, but we might have different answers.
WandaVision for me.
Yeah, WandaVision. I will say maybe the payoff for the show wasn't as great as the rest of the show, but I have never, other than Game of Thrones, I have never had a show that made me actually, other than like Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad, like the big ones, I've never had a show leave me in so much anticipation for the next episode after it ends.
It was nuts.
I would count down the days to the next one. Like I would count down the hours, the seconds. I'd be like, oh, we're almost.
Literally, he would text me like 5 hours to WandaVision.
Yeah. So that's my favorite Disney Plus series. Cypher says, I honestly thought it would be Loki. Loki's really good.
Close. It was a close second for me.
Favorite, right?
Yeah.
So it is your second. Yeah.
My second favorite. Very close.
I enjoyed Miss Marvel a little more than I enjoyed Loki, but I really did love Loki too. I think I really don't have an issue with Loki. I just like those two a little bit more. It's subjective, you know. But I seriously love Loki too. I love everything Marvel does. All right, next on the list. What motivated you guys to start posting reviews of movies/TV shows? This is from TKO. So a little bit similar from what we've been asked before. What motivated us? I guess our chemistry and our friendship and the fact we used to watch things off camera, and you know, people out there that have been doing it as well. I will say when COVID hit, the reaction channel videos or reaction videos, they started really taking a big boom. They started becoming a lot more popular then. So I think the pandemic definitely had a role in leading to us being where we are now. But yeah, again, just the love of movies and TV shows from me, along with the things I mentioned. Is there anything else?
No, I was gonna say, I mean, reactions they blew up, like you said, they blew up over COVID. I mean, you even see like streamers and stuff do reactions in the beginning of their streams for a lot of them, a lot of the larger ones. I mean, there's logistics to it with contracts and everything. But that being said, people like watching reactions, whether it's TikTok compilations, whether it's movies, whether it's shows, some of the biggest streamers reacting to anime online. So I think it was just, it was fun for us to do together, watch shows together, watch movies together. And it was like, why not take a shot, in the dark and see how we do with it. So,
yeah. Adrian says, random question. We'll get into that. Don't worry. Just want to finish these questions that were submitted first, and we'll go through the comment questions again. So don't worry about that. Josh said, one good thing that COVID did help out. Yeah, COVID was a big old wrecking ball into
it's a detriment
as humans, and
it's a lot.
But it's at least we can find something good that came out of that. A diamond in the rough there. All right. Next on the list, how did you both meet each other? Well, we did kind of go over this already. Summer camp when we were very young, and I was more extroverted, and Zay is more extroverted when he knows people. I'm
for sure.
I'm more of a, hey, who are you? Let's be friends. And we met at the YMCA camp, and it was it blossomed into a great relationship.
Yeah, I was more of a, hey.
By relationship, I mean
leave me alone.
Because we've had some comments. I will say, don't worry, guys.
I have a girlfriend.
Stop it. Worry or don't worry. It's up to you guys. But we are heterosexuals. We have no romantic interest in each other at all.
Guys, we've group hugged in the shower once. So other than that, we've been pretty much absolutely.
I said, don't say this, don't say that. People are gonna clip it and things like that.
Clip it. You do. I think it's funny.
Adrian says, I don't think the summer camp thing is such a thing here in Australia. Really? I'm actually surprised to hear that. I imagine in Australia, summer camp would be like a really well, maybe not because
surviving is number one in Australia. The creatures that reside in that country is insane. Kudos to you, Adrian, that you're you must be reacting while battling a rattlesnake or some shit.
Last time they had a summer camp, Shelob took a couple kids, so we haven't been able to
we got around to it.
But okay. At first,
I want to visit Australia. I'm just very nervous. It's just like there's a lot to take in. But I'm sure I'm over exaggerating it. But I'd love to visit Australia.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I know I'm not, but I gotta say that.
All right, next on the list, Mad Dog. When did you guys start your channel? So honestly, it was around.
I know the date.
Oh, you know the date. Go for it.
April 4th, 2022.
Really?
April 4th.
Yeah,
I know it because
it happened right after Moon Knight episode 1. We decided to do it sometime.
The only reason
the second episode.
Only reason I knew it was April 4th is because when we hit 500 or something like that, I said to you, I was like, yo, I can't believe we hit 500 in this amount of time. And I was like, we started April 4th and now we're here. So it's stuck in my head now. I won't ever forget it.
Yeah, no, I don't think I will too now. April 4th.
No way.
2005. Yeah.
I hope that's actually dead accurate. It should be. I think it is, but if I'm wrong. 2005.
It was 20. Yeah, it was 22. It's this year. Yeah. We just started. Okay, cool. Thanks for the question, Man Dog. Next, we've got Technologic. Did you guys watch the new Thor movie yet? No, we have not. We're excited. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I think Christian Bale is a great actor, and I know he plays Gore, so I really am excited to see how that plays out. We do have a reaction to the first teaser, if you guys want to check that out. It's under the playlist trailers, but yeah, we have not seen it yet. We do plan on possibly. Zay actually has not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 or Thor Ragnarok, so I'm thinking of maybe we do like a Road to Love and Thunder journey where I get him through those 3 movies just to become more familiar with the Guardians and Thor, especially with Ragnarok, because I know that that's probably going to be one you're going to want to see before this one, just because it's the one right before.
I haven't seen a lot of there's spotty Marvel movies I haven't seen, so I haven't seen every single one. That one I haven't technically. I'll say I haven't seen Civil War. I've seen clips, minor clips, but I've never actually seen the movie. I don't know the context of it. So there's some spotty Marvel movies that, and him and I have discussed a couple times. Do we do them? Do you think people would want to watch them? It's kind of like a weird, it's they'd be kind of random because we're not doing Marvel straight through. But if you guys want to see us do the ones I haven't seen,
okay. Yeah, your camera froze for a second there. You're good. You're good.
But if you guys want to see the ones we haven't seen, then I'm down to react to them, of course.
Adrian says the cities in Australia are fine. Most people, 99.8% time, are fine. Definitely should visit. No, I do want to visit. I'm definitely going to visit at some point in my life, and I'm hoping Isaiah comes with me. Maybe we'll do the same trip to Australia. We'll do to New Zealand or something.
I just think you're a liar, and I think that it's not 99.8% of the time. No, honestly, I think that's a little. No, wait, no, hold on. Here's the thing: 99.8% of Australians are fine, but I want to know about visitors.
Yeah, right.
I need to know visitors, bro.
Or I don't even know if there are tigers in Australia. Fuck it. But...
no, they're like, oh my god,
the 3-headed spider deer or something.
It's flying. It's you should be fine. I can't do an Australian accent. I don't want to just butcher it.
I just know a little trick. You say good.
Good eye, mate. Good eye,
mate. Yeah.
Good eye, mate. Good eye, mate.
That story time sounds fun. Yeah. Keep it to yourself. that shower story time. Yeah. And DC Duchess, we'll get into that question. Don't worry. That's
I saw that. I saw it mentioned Breaking Bad. Okay, I'm excited.
And
for that
and Cypher says, "Hey mate, yeah, that might be. There you go. Visitors equals 10% survival. Joking. It's probably more like 5%. Okay. All right. Let's get on to the next question. Have you guys ever considered making a second channel, post some other content like gaming? Yes, we do have a second, channel for gaming, Cam&Zay Games. The link is in a description of a bunch of our videos. And the only thing is we don't have a schedule for it. We're not on it. It's just there. Maybe we post something at some point, or maybe not. There is one video already up there. It is not high on the priority list right now, just because we're spending a lot of time on this channel. But for sure, it's definitely there, and it's definitely a thing, and we definitely have it in mind. For sure.
When it becomes more prevalent in our schedule and stuff, we'll for sure make an announcement on this channel. Hey, by the way, now it's if we get a schedule and stuff, we got to work kind of one thing at a time, just because of our schedules conflicting and everything, and what I got going on, he's got going on. But trust me, guys, it's not like it's not like when we say it's on the back burner, it's not like on the back burner, you can't even see it. It's here. Yeah. We're thinking about it.
We already have a bunch of content made from our Twitch streams. We just have to find a good time to get that put together and edit format,
upload it. So
Yeah, but it's already made. We have a bunch of funny moments from when we stream. So it's not like,
stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got you.
Joshua's like, New Zealand is safer. We don't have snakes and dangerous spiders.
That's why I fuck with New Zealand. I
don't know if I should trust you, Josh. It's like,
Josh, you might be lying.
Maybe they're just very sneaky spiders and snakes. Cypher says, what's your Twitch channel? The link is in the description of a bunch of our videos. The most active one is Zay's. That is Defied Zay on Twitch. Spell that real quick.
DEIFIED Zay. I stream most days, usually like Sunday through Friday. Tuesdays and most Fridays are with Cam and a couple of our friends. However, if it's like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's more like me and my other friend Drew. We're probably playing literally like Rocket League, Apex, Brawlhalla. We play a few variety of games. The ones with Cam are a little more funny because we play GeoGuessr and Raft and stuff like that. So if it's Drew and I, it's a little more like competitive aspect. When it's all of us, it's a lot more of a sit back, relax, have fun. Yeah, come in to say hi. I love interacting with the chat. So, especially if you're like, what's up? Like Cypher, if I see you drop into my chat, you already know. I'm like, what's up? Da da da, and, blow it up. So feel free to tune in. And when Cam gets his more active, just your average Cam. He hasn't played Elden Ring in a while. I think he's traumatized.
Yeah, a little bit. Adrian says that Aussie slang in the USA voice equals nails down the chalkboard. Good try, bro.
Good
yeah,
I
like, listen,
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm just speaking. It's probably not very good at all.
Crikey! No.
That to your ears. Crikey! No, all right.
Sorry.
Okay. Next on the list, Flame says, what is your guys' favorite Marvel movie? Ooh, that's a tough one. I definitely don't want to be an asshole and say Infinity War because like everybody says.
I was going to say, someone says Infinity or Endgame. It's such a cop-out to me.
It is a cop-out. So while it probably is Infinity War, I will leave that one off the table. Honestly, man, Spider-Man No Way Home was really good. Favorite Marvel movie, Guardians of the Galaxy or Shang-Chi, if we're not talking Infinity War. One of those two.
That's a good one. Shang-Chi was fucking valid.
Probably Guardians of the Galaxy though. I really enjoyed that. Oh man, this is hard. This is really hard. Zay, how about you?
Man, I would definitely say Spider-Man No Way Home might be there only because I'm a huge fan of Tom Holland. Never was a fan of him until he was Marvel, until he was Spider-Man. I just love his Spider-Man. I love the fun that they do with him and like the quips and stuff like that. And your interactions with, Robert Downey, aka Tony Stark. Black Panther is certainly up there for me. That was I just remember seeing it in theaters and I was like, yo, this is so cool. Like every Marvel movie to me is like, yo, this is so cool. Something about Black Panther, I guess, kind of stuck out with me. Yeah, so either No Way Home, Black Panther, or I don't even know if I have a third. Sometimes I usually have like a third with those, but yeah, probably one of those two. I think probably No Way Home though. No Way Home was just such a blast for me. I just was just there like the whole time. So No Way Home probably.
Cypher says Guardians actually slaps. Yeah, it's a really fucking good movie. I wouldn't know. Hasn't seen it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We do have a reaction channel for a reason. Probably Guardians. If I wasn't gonna say Infinity War. And Josh says, watch Kangaroo Jack before you go to Australia. I've seen Kangaroo Jack.
You're telling me I'm going to box a kangaroo when I go down there?
Mama said knock you out.
Wow, bro, listen.
Hey, Smokey, nobody.
If that music comes on while I'm down in Australia, bro. First plane ticket out there. As soon as I hear that, I
do not want to box a kangaroo.
I ain't trying to get taken out.
All right, next on the list, we have Brex, who says, what is your top 5 favorite movies of all time? That's a really loaded fucking question, and that would take a lot of time to think about. So if I answer this question, it's not definitive. It's just whatever I can pull out of my asshole right now. Avatar is up there, and I don't think I give them in any specific order, but
we're going off the top with this. We're going off the top. It's just movies we can think of that were like, yo, this really stood out. So,
yeah, Avatar is up there. I thoroughly enjoyed Avatar, despite nowadays it doesn't get the best. It's more controversial than it was when it first came out. But personally, I really enjoyed Avatar. We'll go back and forth. I'll go with one, and you say one until we do 5. So Avatar,
Usual Suspects. Love that movie.
Okay. Honestly, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once might be like number 5. It's probably in there, and it might be recency bias, but you guys can watch a reaction to that, and you can see how much I love that movie. So I'll throw that one in there for right now.
Inception, easy.
Okay,
love that movie.
The Dark Knight. That's definitely one.
That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna throw Dark Knight in there too. That's a chef's kiss. That one was beautiful.
Yeah,
I loved that.
Yeah.
It's another one.
Oh, is that going to be your third?
That's my third. Yeah, I love Dark Knight.
Let's see. Fuck. I'm not gonna really say any of the Lord of the Rings because it's a whole.
I was gonna say one too, but it's like such recency bias.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's so recent. It's like I want to go through like stuff that it's not on here, like what we haven't seen more specifically. But I would say Two Towers can argue to be.
Yeah, Two Towers is definitely my favorite out of the three. Even though I've had time to digest it. In the reactions, I actually rated Return of the King higher than Two Towers, but give me more time to digest it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw Two Towers in there just because the action in that movie is just unbelievable. So Two Towers is my number 4. How about you? Are you going to use Two Towers as well? Or?
No, I won't use Two Towers. It is up there. Throw a little comedy one in there because I could watch this movie all the time. Step Brothers is a classic.
Oh,
that movie's hilarious.
I'm gonna cheat. Step Brothers is number 5 for me, dude.
Yeah, Step Brothers is
so quotable. It's so quotable.
Arguably one of the most quotable movies ever. You can everywhere there's quotes for it. Yeah. For my last one. Man, for my last one. I'll throw honestly, I probably feel like No Way Home. That's tough. Cool. That's definitely top 5.
That's a good one. That's a
great one. Yeah, great movie. Interesting mix from both of us on our favorite movies. But that's off the top, super quick.
Yeah, it's not definitive. It's so subject for change. It's just
ask it next Q&A. It might change.
Yeah. Adrian says, did you guys see the classic USA suspense movie Misery? Well, not to like dive too much into this question because we have other questions to go. No, but we have looked at it.
Yeah.
We have looked at it as a possible reaction for the future. Okay.
Yes.
Next on the list, Cypher says, awesome channel and video, Cam&Zay. Keep up the great work. Thanks so much, Cypher. That means a lot. Glad to have you here in the live chat.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here. Guardians does absolutely slap. We'll probably get Zay to watch it at some point.
We need to. Yeah, I want to watch it.
Thanks so much. It's it means a lot. We've gotten a lot of big variety of comments on our channel, ranging from I'll be your greatest supporter to definitely some of the ruder comments as well. But you got to take the good with the bad. Most of our reception has been, or actually all of our reception has been overwhelmingly positive overall. So I'm so happy that everybody is enjoying our reactions, and I'm glad that you think our channel is awesome. We think you're awesome. So
yeah, you're awesome.
Is there anything you want to say to that?
No, yeah, I mean it's been great. It's been great support from all of our subs and everything, even just viewers if they're not subs. So you guys motivate us to keep posting content, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, Cypher says elbow cough. Yeah, we see you, Cypher. Okay. Savage says, road to 800 subscribers. Congrats, boys. Thank you so much, Savage. Actually, we are past 800 subscribers now, so we are super excited. What's funny about our subscriber list is we actually have this little inside joke that we go on about is whenever we are watching our subscribers, because we send each other like things that don't even make sense. Like you think we'd be like, oh, 100, oh, 200, and we'd like send this to each other, and we do. But we also send like, oh, 135 or, oh, 537, like just random numbers. And we have this little inside joke is every now and then we'll lose a subscriber. And obviously it doesn't happen very often, but it happens sometimes. And Zay and I, we laugh because when we lose a subscriber, there's this weird like pop where we gain like 2 more for some reason. Like it just coincidentally always happens. So we compare ourselves to Hydra, where like you cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place, and it's actually really funny whenever we lose a subscriber. We're always like,
it happens.
Big mistake. You have no idea what you just did.
Repercussions for your actions.
Losing a subscriber just somehow increases our subscriber count. So,
we take it. We take it.
We are Hydras. and Jor says, "Congrats, thank you, Jor." Oh, and Cypher says, I meant dab. I don't know why it appears as elbow cough. Oh,
that's mad. That's actually pretty funny.
Because that's fucking weird.
That's kind of funny though. What the hell? That's
I'll
actually
take it. All right, I'll give you a dab too. There you go. Dab it up. All right. Zay's not going to do it. There we go.
Hit you with it.
Next on the list.
Favorite Star Wars movie. That's
hate my answer.
Good one. No, go first then.
I have 2.
Okay.
And one of them, people are going to be like, oh, yeah. Actually, I have 3. But 2 of them, people are going to be like, really? But one of them, people are going to understand. So the one that people are going to understand is Empire Strikes Back. I think that's the best of the original trilogy, from what I remember. And it might be my favorite of all time. You guys are going to hate what I say is competing with it. Solo. I really loved Solo, which I don't think Isaiah has seen, but there was definitely controversy on that movie. It wasn't necessarily needed. The budget was way more than it should have been, but I had a blast watching it. I had a really good time. It could have just been my mood, but I really liked Solo, a Star Wars story, it's about Han Solo in his younger days, pretty much. I really had a blast with it. And the girl who plays Daenerys Targaryen is a character in the movie as well. So
interesting. Emilia Clarke, I mean. Yeah,
Emilia Clarke. Yeah, I really enjoyed Solo. But I probably, I don't know, between Solo and Empire Strikes Back. My third option was Revenge of the Sith, but Revenge of the Sith. Is number 3, right? The Battle on Mustafar. Yeah, that's probably number 3. Honestly, since it is asking for our favorite, I probably I can't choose between Empire and Solo, so it's between those 2. But yeah, okay. Zay, how about you?
I'd say A New Hope. I think it's like where Obi kind of starts like telling Luke. He like Luke kind of gets introduced in a sense. So he starts telling Luke about everything, because at that point the Jedi and everything are like a myth at that point. It's like pretty much the Empire had won by then. So A New Hope was a very, very great one for me.
It's a good favorite. It's the first Star Wars.
Oh my god, it was freaking amazing. I'm trying to think if I had like even a second one.
He also hasn't seen Rogue One, which is a pretty good one too.
I have not seen Rogue One. Yeah, I'd say A New Hope. I say A New Hope is where I'd go.
Cool. All right. Adrian says the one with the Ewoks. Yeah. Ewoks are terrifying little creatures.
Not the ones with the Jawas. Robbing bastards.
I want to see a war between the Jawas and the Ewoks, but the Ewoks would destroy the Jawas. So let's see what's next. Nova says, "Are you guys going to watch the new Resident Evil movie when it comes out?" We have no plans on it, but it's definitely something we could consider. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I never really played the games too much. I know it's more of like a scary action game or something like that.
I think we can play co-op with it. That could be a fun playthrough if we can get around to it. And I'd be down to watch Resident Evil movie. Nova, love the name. That was my actual gaming name for a very long time. My my gamer tag was Nova for a very long time. So I love that name.
Okay, yeah. Possibly. I'll tell you what, if everybody is getting into it and everybody loves it, then we'll definitely probably get into it as well. But we'll have to see. That one's on the back burner for now. But thank you for the suggestion and the question. You should play the VR edition of Resident Evil. Yeah, Zay and I have tried VR horror, and
you're insane.
It practically puts us into a coma. That's how terrifying it is.
No.
All right. Next on the list is pizza time. Pizza time. Who's your favorite Spider-Man actor? That's an interesting question because it depends on how you receive it.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Or who's your favorite Spider-Man actor in all the films?
I think Andrew Garfield's the best actor, but that doesn't mean I necessarily think he's the best Spider-Man. I'll say that much so far. Zay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man actor, but I wouldn't say he's the best Spider-Man. I think my favorite Spider-Man is Tom Holland, personally. That's just me. Some people are probably going to hate that. Some people are going to love it. I just, like I said, I love the fun that they do with Tom, and I think he's very good at it. You know, even his interviews are hilarious, especially when, man, he's the king of spoilers. I've watched Benedict Cumberbatch silence that child so many interviews before he spills beans. It's nuts. Yeah. What do you think? He's like, he just like grabs his, funny.
I'm going to probably give the most cop-out answer you could ever give, but this is my honest thoughts. And so if you guys can take these thoughts and use this to answer the question yourselves or interpret it any way you want. This is how I always have felt. Toby is the best Peter, Andrew is the best Spider-Man, and Tom Holland is a great blend of both. So for me, I like an aspect for each and every one of them. But if you're specifically talking about Spider-Man and not Peter Parker, then the answer would be Andrew. But Toby is easily the best Peter Parker. Cypher says Toby. Yeah, Toby. Toby's a great,
Toby.
I love the original, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. George says Toby is nostalgic. Absolutely, he's so nostalgic. Whenever I see Tobey Maguire, it just shoots me back to those movies. And Adrian says all of them, which is close to my answer pretty much.
You know what? I rock with that, Adrian. Okay, I mean it's more I line too. So yeah.
All right. Next on the list, Crazy Cobra says, congratulations on the big 800 subscribers. Thank you, Crazy Cobra. It means a lot to have everyone here, whether they're watching the Q&A or whether they're just watching our reactions. We're glad you guys enjoy the content and you guys are subscribed to stay tuned for more. We're getting so close to the 1K. And to give you guys a little bit of a teaser, we don't know if it's going to come to fruition. And we won't tell you who, but we will say, a little sneak peek here. When we started our journey, we had a larger YouTuber tell us that they would react, that they would do a collaboration with us, basically. So we would have like all three of us on a reaction, and that would go on their channel, and hopefully we can get one as well that would go on our channel. They said that they would do one with us when we reached 1,000 subscribers. We won't tell you who it is because, if anything happens, if for some reason they don't want to do it anymore or something like that, we don't want to out them or anything like that.
Yeah.
But so they did say they would. So we are going to hit them back up once we get to 1,000 subscribers. And we're really excited for that collaboration to come out if it does for everybody to watch it. Maybe you guys will know who this is and it'll be like the Avengers coming together or something like that, a little crossover event. Zay, what do you have to say about the
No, thank you so much. I'm excited. It's insane. It's insane to think 800 people were like, I want to watch these two react to more stuff consistently. So, yeah, we appreciate it, man. It's honestly unreal. And again, motivates us to keep grinding. So thank you.
Yeah, stay tuned. Reviews says Toby was 30, looking 40, playing an 18-year-old. I wholeheartedly disagree. No, I'm kidding. I agree with that completely. Yeah. He that was, but for some reason it worked. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it worked. It worked for me. I loved his Peter.
Listen,
Okay.
You don't got to explain it. It worked. It worked. It worked.
Next on the list, we have Snipes. And we're getting towards the end of the list here.
This is a spicy one. I like this. This is interesting.
Good choice to play Wolverine besides Hugh Jackman in the MCU. I love this question. This has been a big one. And, well, Zay, why don't you answer this one first?
Oh, man. You want me to try to pick an actor that might be better to play Wolverine? All I've known is Hugh. So that's the problem. It'd have to be...
Well, because it's going to happen at some point. We're going to get a Wolverine. Yeah. We're going to get the X-Men. So, you know,
kind of look up manly actors. No. That's like, here's the thing, is that he's such like his aggression and stuff.
Let me ask you this. Let's start off with this then. Okay. Hugh Jackman is 6 foot. Wolverine in the comics is very short. And that was a big, issue when Hugh Jackman was first cast, is like, oh, okay, how come
he's a lot taller than normal? Yeah.
But do you think they're going to go with somebody taller again? You think they're going to go with shorter? Do you think they're going to go with whoever is the best actor? And what do you want them to go with?
It's dangerous for them to go shorter because people might be like, well, we already made him this yay high. But if he's coming in the MCU, I think you can kind of get away with it.
Especially because that's how he is in the comic.
I think they're going to go shorter. Who? Man, that's a hard fucking question. I mean,
have someone in mind, which a lot of people have been talking about as well.
Who?
And sorry if I got the name wrong, like the pronunciation of the last name, but Taron Egerton. He is the main character in the Kingsman, and I think he would play a really cool younger Wolverine.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, British actor. Oh yeah, he's a singer too. Okay, yeah, I know him. Okay, yeah, I think he. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm sorry, This one called me really off base. Now, I mean, if I think they're gonna go shorter, I mean, Kevin Hart would be a great Wolverine. That being said, Taron Egerton, I can see why people would like him. It's also like something about his face. Just
is like, I know who would be perfect, but they won't have the time because they'll be busy with so many other things. I think I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays, I think it's Sam, or the guy, or Sully, I think his name. I don't know. The main character. I just said Avatar was my favorite movie. I can't even remember the main character's name. The guy who plays the main character in Avatar, he would be a really cool Wolverine as well.
Avatar's main actor, the dude that plays like the main Avatar guy you're talking about?
I think it's something Worthington, but I could be wrong.
Sam Worthington.
Oh, yeah, it was Sam Worthington.
Okay. Yeah, Sam would be a great Wolverine. Yeah. Again, something about the facial structure. Him and like they have like this like pointed chin. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just like their chin line's crazy. It makes me feel Wolverine-ish. Zay for Wolverine. Come on now. You think I could pull it off? I mean,
but Cam for Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange? Don't let him be Doctor Strange. I think he could be. Wait, who's Tom Holland's friend?
No, fuck you. I would want to be. I think if I can't act for shit. But if I could pick a character that I'd want to play, it'd probably be Nova. That'd be a really cool character to play. Yeah. He's another Marvel hero. Soon to be 1K. Yes, very soon. Agent says, what's the next goal after 1,000? Cypher
says, 1,000,000.
10K. Yeah, we're just going to jump to 1,000,000. 10K would be nice. Probably
20. I mean, I think 2,500. I think we'll do.
No, probably 5 or 10 in my opinion.
Really think so? I think 5 is the goal, but I think 2,500 is a huge milestone. If that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It'll be because I like those quarter milestones too.
I think we could get 5K by the end of next year, and possibly even 10K. 10K by the end of next year would be unbelievable. Absolutely amazing. Josh thinks will hit 1K subs by mid-October. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Hopefully before the end of the year, because that's our goal. Yeah, and Cypher says Cam is Spider-Man. Cypher knows what's up.
No, bro. Don't give me Spider-Man. Give me someone good. Damn.
Next on the list, we've got Sub-Zero, who says, do you think that there will be a Mandalorian Season 3? I absolutely know there's going to be a Mandalorian Season 3. There's a trailer out, but Zay and I have not seen it.
I would have said yes. I would have said yes from the ending. I think that they would have been very good for them to have a Mandalorian season 3, especially from the success standpoint. But from storyline, they did a very good job of ending it in a way where it wasn't like, oh, it's going to be season 3. But like, like also being like, hey, it's not impossible. There's a season 3.
Right.
So, it was something I had thought about, but never really thought about again until Sub-Zero commented it. Yeah, I think knowing now there is going to be one. Before that, I would have definitely thought, yeah, there probably will be a season 3. And if not, then it's like no harm done. But I felt like it would have been wasted potential. So,
yeah. I definitely think there's going to be a season 3. And when it comes to Book of Boba Fett, we are already mid-season. Well, we're in the show now. Zay has seen the first 2 episodes. Yeah. So we're going to get him caught up with that. And then we'll be ready to react to the Mandalorian season 3 trailer, which I'm excited to get into as well. Because the Mandalorian, while it's not the most viewed on our channel, we definitely love the show. Spoiler alert for the new for the 8th reaction, because that one is going to come out soon. It's the next reaction to come out. I won't tell you what's actually happening in the show if you haven't seen it. I just will say I do tear up in the Mandalorian season 2 finale.
Yes, so he does.
That's you guys will be able to see that if you're interested. All right, next on the list we have Flying Boy, who says, what is your favorite movie? And this is our last question for submissions, and then we'll get into the some of the questions that were here on the comments in the live chat. But yeah, what is our favorite movie? Together, like what one that we can agree on our favorite is together, or our each individual? Probably meant each individual.
Definitely meant each individual. If I had to pick one, man, here's the thing, man. Usual Suspects is such a classic. For like so if I had to pick like older movie, I'd say like Usual Suspects, even though it's like not crazy old, but like damn, that was that to me it's like a for modern day, I don't know. I think for some reason, I think it's Inception, because I always revert back to this movie when people ask me about like favorite movies, and I always go to Inception. And then you know what I thought of? And when I said Inception was Tenet, was also a great movie. I loved together. That was a good, we watched that before we could let you guys, before you guys
were with us. That was a fun movie, a really fun.
That was a very fun, very cool. I don't know. I kind of like those like, not necessarily thrillers, but like they kind of mesh with your mind type of thing. Sure. So yeah, I think that's my, without getting into Marvel, I mean, then it'd probably be No Way Home. So
gotcha. Cypher says my favorite old movie has to be The Matrix. I actually have never seen The Matrix, so that's definitely one that we will probably get into at some point. Yeah,
great movie.
I've heard great things, but my favorite movie, oh boy, I don't want to be a jerk here and just say the most fucking. The one movie that has made the most money of all time, but Avatar is probably my favorite movie. And I'm
but he said this a lot off camera to me too about Avatar. So it is his. I agree. I think it is your favorite movie because you talk about Avatar. Whenever we've discussed movies before, you love Avatar. I agree. I think it's a great film.
I'm excited for number 2 because that comes out at the end of this year. I'm a little bit sad that I won't be able to watch it in theaters on the big screen, because that is it's got to be an amazing experience. But we are for you guys, we are not going to go and watch it in theaters. We're going to wait for that to come on digital too, so that we can get our reaction for that. And listen, personally, I am huge into biology and life and whatnot. I'm currently trying to finish my degree in cellular and molecular biology. So I love genetics and diversity and things like that. And Avatar is just such a unique take on, what's happening on another planet and like other basically like different ways life could have evolved. I think that's really cool. And just to dive into that world, and you also get like a dances by wolves or with wolves aspect where, you're, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Avatar, but here we go. You're being taken into the tribe and learning things like that. And then on top of all that, it's like an alien invasion movie, but the aliens are the humans. So, I just think it's a super
the layers
cool
to it are insane. It really is a great film.
Yeah, I love that movie. Adrian says winners announced soon, then extra questions. Sure, yeah, let's do the winners first, and then we'll get.
You want to do winners first, then extra questions? Okay.
Yeah, then we'll get into the extra questions. Gina says what? Right after I said I haven't seen The Matrix. Maybe she's referring to something else.
Any other questions?
Well, Adrian does say if it's your favorite film you should see in cinema, then react later. I appreciate that, Adrian.
We want the genuine reaction, though.
It's got to be.
It hurts to not be.
I know.
Genuine.
I could watch it where Zay hasn't seen it, but I want to also get it's my favorite film, so it would be cool to get my first time watching the sequel on camera. So there's more reasons why I won't see it in cinema than just, we're doing it for you guys. I'm also doing it for myself, being able to see it on camera. So, being able to experience my first time watching Avatar 2 again would be really cool. Yeah. But I appreciate you looking out for me like that. George says you may like the movie Annihilation, possibly. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it. Gina says, right, The Matrix. Yeah, that's what we're referring to. Cypher says The Matrix is so good. Yeah, I've heard great things. So yeah, that's our last question for submissions. Let's head on over to the Wheel of Fate, where we will announce 2 winners. Each one getting a $50 Amazon gift card or $50 PayPal if you're an international subscriber. You ready, guys? Let's get into it, guys and girls. Oh, Joshua says, have you seen The Green Mile? No. Well, we'll get into these questions. Well, okay, we'll get into the questions later. Let's do the winner announcement. All right, here we go. I wish I had like suspenseful music in the background. That'd be really cool. Dun, dun. We got all your names on there. Sure, you can find yourself. Comment what color you are. That'd be kind of cool. The wheel's pretty quick, so it's gonna happen, and it'll be what it'll be. Are you ready to find out who wins the first spin?
I am.
All right, let's do it.
Snipes with the big dub.
Snipes. All right. We've got our first winner. Snipes will respond to your comment in the community tab, and we'll address communications and how we're going to get your reward to you. Reward. All right. For winning. Cool. The giveaway item. All right. Congratulations, Snipes.
Remove, right?
Yeah, we're going to remove him from the list now.
Right.
And
he's the drum roll on the desk, Adrian.
Yeah, drum roll, please, for the final winner. Keep it going, Zay. Here we go.
TKO. I thought it was gonna be Mad Dog.
Yeah,
okay.
That was all right. So
wow.
We got our 2 winners, TKO and Mad Dog. TKO and Snipes. Sorry, Mad Dog. I kind of blew balls. Yeah. Thank you so much for submitting your guys' questions. Congratulations, guys. We'll get in contact with you guys. But listen, if you submitted a question and you didn't win here, there is still hope. We're going to give the people who won a week to respond to us because we can't keep this going on forever. And if we don't get a response or a way to, verify to us that they are subscribed, if they're not able to prove to us in one way or another that they're subscribed and they're not able to respond to us for whatever reason within a week, we're going to pick another winner. So yeah, congrats, guys.
And guys, future giveaways,
over, but
there's going to be future giveaways as well. So there'll be future giveaways as well. So don't worry so much. Oh, yeah. The drum roll made my camera fall. So yeah, we'll have future giveaways and stuff like that. So if you don't win this time, we'll have
hope's
more
not lost. Yeah. Josh says congrats to the winners from Jor. Congratulations. Yep. Thank you guys for
love it, guys. Love it.
The winner. Golden says road to 1K.
Road to 1K. Yes.
Sure. Duchess says congrats. Yeah, congrats, guys. And again, thank you guys for participating. Let's get into some of these questions down here in the live chat that we got while we were doing the stream.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with Even Star. Even Star says, "Hey, hi, I have a question. What is your top 10 movies of all time?" Well, you heard our top 5, so let's
top
just
10.
Let's just throw in 5 more. Okay, I'll go first.
Top
10. Guardians of the Galaxy. Your turn, Zay.
Tenet will definitely be in there.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Why did I not think about that one?
That's The Departed.
Okay, you're just putting the pressure right.
The Departed, because I got these in my head.
At me. Okay.
Sorry.
Is that with Jack Nicholson and Matt Damon?
Yeah, there's a lot of great actors.
Okay, I'm probably gonna say The Departed. That's a really good one too. I'll throw that in there.
I don't blame me. Oh, you know what's a good one that I've seen too? If I'm remembering correctly, The Irishman.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's a good one. It's cool. Very cool. Yeah. I won't even get into it, but Irishman, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let's see. We've got The Departed, which we said. Sheesh. Oh, and a one that we're going to react to soon with Zay. This one I should have mentioned before. Castaway. Easily.
Yeah, I've never seen Castaway, so don't roast me. Yeah. Leave me alone. Okay.
Number 4.
I could give Black Panther a slot in here because I didn't give it one in the top 5. I could give Black Panther a slot in that. Yeah, okay. It's one of my faves. I don't know. Something about that movie. I just love it.
Sure. All right. Number 5. What's a really good one? I guess Guardians and Infinity War will interchange those because, kind of like one depends on a whole entire universe and the other's a great one on its own. But I won't scam you guys and say Infinity War for number 5. My camera wants me to look like a kid. Let's see. Number 5. What's a really good movie? Oh no, you guys are gonna hate me if I say that one.
Now you should say it.
No, because it's just a movie I have a lot of fun with. It's an honorable mention. Is Venom. I really have a lot of fun with Venom.
Could I give an honorable mention then? While I'm thinking. Hurt Locker's.
Hurt Locker's
honorable
Saving Private Ryan was really.
But I didn't want to use it because of recency, but it's so good. It's like I didn't want to use it, but that's one that I could have said for sure.
Okay, number 5. What is a really good movie that I've seen? The Hurt Locker is a really good suggestion.
A really good movie, bro.
Damn. Well, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long on that question. Zay, why don't you go with number 5 while I think about it?
I got one. All right, okay. I got one. They're not even going to suspect this. Hercules. Disney. One of my favorite movies as a kid. Loved it.
That's perfect. A childhood movie.
I watched Hercules literally on repeat all the time. Loved it.
That's great. That's a great one. I can't believe I didn't think of any of those. Listen, guys.
I know it's hard.
I'm going to say probably The Lion King or Finding Nemo. Those two are both like interchangeable for number 10.
Okay.
Well, they're not in any order, but I would interchange those two. But listen, guys, I'm going to say it. I don't care what people think. I don't really watch it. I haven't watched it in a while now, recently. But look, Frozen is an amazing movie. That's an honorable mention for me.
We watched it. You and I watched it like 4 times together.
Yeah, Frozen is a great movie. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just an honorable mention.
Tell you guys.
Yeah, sure. So there you guys go. Joshua says, after watching a Castaway, then you guys should play Stranded in Deep since it's co-op. Cam can be the woman.
Exactly.
I don't know what's funny about that.
I think it's hilarious.
No, I'm not going to be the woman. Zay's the woman. We played It Takes Two, and
it's fun. And who had the cooler powers?
You did.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Mind your business.
Joyce says Tangled is great too. Yeah, Tangled is a good
Tangled,
one.
Yeah, Tangled is a good one.
And Adrian says Lion King, yes, for childhood film, but sad.
Very sad.
Yeah. Snipes, sorry you couldn't make it on time because you were finishing up a movie. What did I miss? Well, you missed winning. You won, Snipes. You won a $50 Amazon gift card. If you're international, PayPal. We're going to respond to your comment in the community tab so we can get communications addressed and make sure you get your reward for submitting and whatnot. But yes, Snipes, glad to have you here. You did win the spin. You can check that out. If you rewind, you'll see that you won. So congratulations, Snipes. Yeah, Cypher says congrats. Even Star said, I loved Lion King. Yeah, Lion King was great. I thought the remake was really good. Snipes says awesome. Yep, we'll get into contact with you, Snipes, about that. Just keep a lookout for our response so we can make sure that we stay in touch for this. Next up on the questions, we have and scroll up here. Okay. So the first one was, what is your top 10 movies of all time? Okay. Next question. Oh, this is Dan Siegel. He says, how did you get into Game of Thrones? This is a question for me. Well, I can't really get into too many of the details just because it's very personal, but for a very personal reason, I had to basically spend like 3 months of my senior year of high school at home for medical reasons. And I had a lot of time at the house doing nothing other than schoolwork and whatnot, because I really didn't leave the house either. And I said, hey, I'll get in. Let me try Game of Thrones. And I think 4 seasons were out by the time I got into it. So I binge watched the first 4 seasons. I started watching every episode when it came out after that. That is how I got into Game of Thrones. For, again, a personal medical reason. I had to stay at my home, pretty much kind of like, restricted to it and whatnot. And that gave me time to get into Game of Thrones. So I'm actually glad that happened. Yeah, that's how I got into it. I'm glad I did. Next on the list, we've got, let's see, got to scroll down a little bit here. Adrian, he says, random question, a favorite food. That's a great question.
Oh, chicken wings.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know. I love them.
Adrian also says, is the game a character, Thrones character totally? I chilled him as he's not a royal power player like the others. Well, I'm not sure which totally you're referring to. Maybe the Blackfish, but cool. All right, random question. A favorite food?
Yeah, what is it?
Chicken wings? Man, yeah. I don't want to promote pizza, but I really like pizza.
This man orders pizza like every other day.
But I do have to start eating a bit healthier. But yeah, pizza's high up on the list. Sesame chicken. Bacon. Ooh. I love asparagus. I should bring everything into the picture. I love asparagus. I love fruit. But if I had to pick one of my favorite foods of all time, I feel like pizza's the safest option. Maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. I
like pizza. No, well, honestly, it's chicken wings. I'm not gonna lie, it's chicken wings. But if I'm not gonna take Zay's answer, pizza and wings. Have some beer, have a good night. That sounds awesome. But in moderation, don't you don't want to overdo it. It's not the healthiest. But with healthy food, I love salads and asparagus, and I like broccoli. Okay, a couple comments. George says The Sandlot was one of my favorite childhood movies. That was a great childhood movie. Classic. Gina says, gotta run, leaving the stream open. Thanks so much for being here.
Love it, Gina. Thank you.
The submissions in the comments and being here and joining us, and love having you as one of our subscribers and commenting on our Game of Thrones reactions. Keep it up. I love interacting with you. Adrian says, hope you're better, Cam and Zay, with diabetes. Oh yeah. I'm much better now than I was, in high school, and I've moved on from that. Zay's diabetes is a lifetime issue, and he's pretty.
I maintain it, baby. I got it on lock. Don't worry about it, Adrian. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay.
Cool. Pizza, yes. Adrian says pizza, yes. George says, what sort of pizza?
He likes pineapple on pizza.
No, that's disgusting. I hate pineapple on pizza.
Wow, clip that. He hates pineapple on pizza. That's crazy.
Honestly, pepperoni pizza is the way to go.
What a cop out. Good choice, though. I agree.
Yeah, I like pepperoni pizza. It's bland, but it's my answer. Next on the list, DC Duchess says, you've mentioned Breaking Bad, and you've watched and are watching Game of Thrones. Any other favorite shows you haven't mentioned? Have you seen Lost, Sopranos, The Wire? I have seen Lost. I haven't seen Sopranos or The Wire. Definitely interested in. I personally have been thinking a lot about The Wire. That's a huge possibility for something that we could do, because I've heard amazing things about it. It's just it's a big commitment. All of these are big commitments.
It's funny though to me that DC mentioned 3 shows, and out of those 3, 2 of them, as far as I know, we haven't seen. You haven't seen The Sopranos or The Wire, have you?
No.
So, but Lost you've seen. I haven't. Yeah.
So that's the only one. A Lost one as well, like we're doing with Game
of Thrones. Could. I thought it was fun, but like those are great suggestions, and it's rare that we get suggestions where even like a third of the ones, it's like, oh well, both of us haven't seen it. Like yeah. So I would definitely keep those in mind.
I think The Wire is definitely high up on the list.
Is it? I don't know how. I mean, we'll discuss it. I'm down to watch it. Listen, I'm down to watch anything. Honestly, if it's good content. Like good freaking film, good cinematography, good story, suggest it. That, like, what I'm saying? I'm down to watch it.
Yeah, but we don't have any solid time yet because these are big commitments. Sushi is my favorite. Sushi's really good. I actually used to work at a sushi restaurant. I was a server there. Did a little bit of bartending, but mainly was a server there. Sushi's great. Even Star says, I love Hawaiian pizza. Well, you're a monster and a disgrace to society. No, I'm kidding. Like, everybody's different. If you like pineapple on pizza, fine. It should be outlawed, but fine. You like it. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. George says The Queen's Gambit would be an awesome series as well. It absolutely would be. Zay,
I've never seen it.
It's a limited series. I've seen it.
Never seen it. Don't even know a thing about it.
Love this series.
Actually, wait, it's about chess?
It is about chess, yes.
All right, that's all I know. That's all I know. Keith and my mom watched it. So
my dad he placed 3rd in state championships in chess growing up, and he taught me chess, and I loved playing chess. I still do like playing chess. I don't play it much now as I used to, but I really enjoy chess. And this series, Zay, really, chess is second. Like the character development, the writing, the story is amazing. Great series suggestion, Jor. I would love to get into that at some point with Zay. All right. Let's see. Next on the list. Adrian asked if we've seen Misery.
We haven't. I almost suggested it to you when we were on the phone the other day. I think it would be cool to watch. I kind of understand it, and the only reason I kind of know a little bit about it is because I think Family Guy actually did like a parody of it in an episode.
I don't know anything about it, so
that's why I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to say I think Family Guy did a parody of it, to which Keith said, "Oh, this is supposed to be a makeup of said." I think it's a book and a movie. So, I'd be down to watch it though, the actual movie, because Family Guy is going to twist everything. But yeah, that's definitely one up there for us for sure. We're going to keep note of it.
Adrian also says, "What's the next goal after 1,000?" I think we're going to make it 5K, and if we see growth happening much faster than we expected, we'll probably bump it to 10. Adrian also says, do you guys have analytics of ratio, girls versus guy subscribers, your girlfriends get jealous of girl fans? LOL. Thankfully, I am not in a relationship. I shouldn't say thankfully. I am single. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't know how much I'd be able to handle a girlfriend right now, but girlfriends are awesome. I'm single right now. Zay has his girlfriend, and he's got a lot on his plate too, as well. And but when it comes,
I don't pay attention to the analytics, so I wouldn't know.
I do. About a fifth of our viewers are female. 20% of our subscribers are female, so it's around 20%. Adrian. All right, next on the list. Let's see. Let's see if we have any more comments. Oh yeah, Adrian says pineapple on pizza is great. You are all monsters. Joshua says, I used to play chess a lot when I was younger. Great, let's run it. I'll beat your ass. No, that's awesome, Joshua. Glad to hear. It's a great game. It's really fun. It's super mentally stimulating. If you're, if you've got someone older in your family that might be mentally deteriorating, it's very, very good practice to get them playing, once a day. It really does flex the brain. It's a muscle that helps out. It helps out the muscle. Your brain's not a muscle, but it's like working out a muscle basically. So chess is a great game. Yeah. All right. Next on the list, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Have you guys seen The Green Mile? I have not. Zay has.
Yes.
I know pretty much nothing about it, and I really want to see it because I do really like Tom Hanks. I think he's a great actor. Yeah. So that's
high on our list. Too. High on the list.
Probably.
I want us to react to it really badly.
Yeah, probably real soon. Definitely I think it'll come out before the end of this year for sure. Our reaction to it. Cypher says, on the top of your head, what is your favorite Thor movie? Ragnarok. Ragnarok is my favorite.
The first one. I haven't seen any others really.
First one's good, but I just love the direction they went with Ragnarok.
And I gotta see Ragnarok to understand.
Ragnarok tickled my funny bone so hard, and it made me laugh. That movie is hilarious, and I think it's very well executed too, while being funny but still reminding us how serious it can get.
I'm excited then to get into it. I hope we react to it soon because I'd love to see it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Joshua says, are you guys planning to react to the House of the Dragon? Absolutely.
Yes.
We are trying to finish Game of Thrones. If our schedule, if we planned accordingly, and if everything works out, by the end of next Sunday, Zay will have completely seen Game of Thrones.
I will be a winter child.
Yeah. And I think if we are going to do a live stream, like a spoiler discussion about it, we'll probably wait until the show is finished. Our reactions have finished because we don't want to give people too much information about Zay's thoughts and stuff. We want them to.
We'll plan it ahead. You guys will get. It'll be something like this probably, where we kind of schedule a little bit ahead of time, let you guys know, hey, we're doing a discussion. Pop in,
Yeah, and I'm super excited for House of the Dragon. Obviously this will be the first kind of Game of Thrones verse series that Zay and I watched together for the first time that I haven't seen as well, and I'm super excited. We skipped for the season 5 history and lore. We skipped the Dance of the Dragons part because apparently there's a lot of spoilers for this show, potential things that are going to happen. And we are trying to stay spoiler free as much as possible. And there are apparently 30 dragons in this show that's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm excited to see all of that. I love the dragon CGI. Yeah. All right. So next up, Josh also says, oh my gosh, what episode are you guys up to in Game of Thrones? We finished season 6. So we're about to start season 7, and we're going to try to bang out all of season 7, the season 7 history and lore, and we're going to try to bang out season 8 as well by next Sunday. We're trying to finish it all, so we're finished in time for House of the Dragon. And yeah, I'm super excited.
I can't wait, man. Listen, I can't wait to be versed in it like everyone else, and I've heard so much talk about it. I'm so freaking excited, and it's ramping up. It's insane.
Yeah. I'm super pumped, especially because George R.R. Martin is more involved. George R.R. Martin basically his involvement kind of decreased as Game of Thrones went on, and he's back, in the seat.
Good.
So I am excited to see his how they handle it. That's it for the questions. Another comment here, real quick, is Adrian says, "Cool, need some more typically girl-friendly content movies, maybe." Yeah, I agree.
We'll get to it. We will definitely add that type of stuff in.
Romantic rom-coms maybe, and things like that, but yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if you've ever seen Mean Girls, but I've seen Mean Girls, but that would be a good one to react to if you haven't.
Mean Girls, I've seen it. I think I've seen it. But guys, comment your suggestions down below about movies you want us to see, especially even there's no restrictions. So when you guys comment a show or a movie, don't think it's got to be some lane. It can be anything. And if it's like, if we, it's like, oh, we haven't seen it. And it's like, okay, well, this could be a good one to do. It's like, we want to fit it in. We want you guys to see, we want to react to content you guys want to see at the same time, reacting to content that we want to watch, obviously. But we're going to mix it. We want the mix. So yeah, definitely comment that type of stuff down.
Yeah. Girl-friendly content movies would be great. I mean, we did just react to Ms. Marvel. That's a teenage girl, but it's still like, Marvel fans and whatnot. The guys are going to watch it too, but yeah, girl-friendly movies. I'm interested. We'll probably need some suggestions or to look that up as well. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Snipe says, I heard good things about The Boys. Might want to check that show out soon.
Yes.
Snipe, you have no idea the discipline that I have been dealing with. I've seen the first 2 seasons.
I haven't seen it.
Before we started our channel. Zay's never seen the show at all. I have been doing my best to stay away from The Boys season 3 spoilers and things like that. And it is like literally so brutal because I am hearing amazing things about this season and I can't watch it. And I've been so excited to see what happens next after season 2, but I have been holding off for when we get into the reaction. Another one is Stranger Things. I've seen Stranger Things I've seen the first 3 seasons, but I haven't watched season 4. Oh, you've seen the first 2.
Yeah. I don't remember them. Guys, I like my attention span for shit like that. It's like I watched it just because everyone was like, watch Stranger Things. I'm like, okay. But I know, like, I remember some key pieces of it, but I've heard it's gotten kind of crazy. So
yeah, I've heard
down to watch the rest.
Yeah, I've heard this last season is amazing, and I haven't got to watch it yet. So I'm excited for us to get into that at some point. Adrian says, Zay's girlfriend can join reactions if she wants for the girl movies. Yeah, that's definitely an option. So
I have an audio splitter, so I can get her headphones to listen in while we watch something. Something we can experiment with and experiment eventually with.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. If you want to keep
going. No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry, I get super amped up at points, and and sometimes I'm an asshole and I interrupt, and I gotta keep checking that. But
yeah, fuck.
We have ideas for guests, so we'll probably have some guest reactions. Throughout, we're going to start with movies, not a full series, but we definitely have some people in mind that we're going to possibly include as a guest for a reaction every now and then. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I don't know what you guys think about that. Adrian also says, do you have a sister or friend a girl can join too? Yeah, I have friends that are girls, and I have a sister as well. So, maybe we can get her involved one day. That'd be interesting. George says Scott Pilgrim versus the World would be fun. I love the movie. I've seen it. Great movie.
I've seen it.
But
otherwise, maybe we have a guest that hasn't seen it for sure. But we've both seen it. So we'll see though. I'd be down to watch it again though, even if it was just casual, not like what I'm saying. If we can fit it in the schedule, I'd be down to just like watch it again.
Probably I haven't seen with the guest though, because as of right now, I have no intention on watching anything we've watched before, unless it's a extended edition or something like that. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. That was our live
stopping in.
We're going to get in contact with the winners and really appreciate the submissions, the interactions. Adrian, George, Snipes, Josh, all you other guys that got involved.
Everybody.
Here. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. And thank you so much for, staying subscribed. And yeah, we're excited to see where this journey takes us. There's so much more content out there that we'll be able to react to, and we're glad you guys are enjoying our content. Other than that, I don't feel like we really need to plug what we usually plug at the end of what we do, because this is kind of like more of a chill chat. Cypher says, woo. Yeah, woo indeed. Adrian says, yeah, it's worth a try to have guests to see if it works for the dynamics, because so far your chemistry works. Thanks so much. Yeah, guests are definitely something we're looking into. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here again.
Thank you.
So we'll let you guys go. We'll let you guys go eat your fucking pineapple pizzas, you disgusting hogs. And
absolutely animals.
No.
Absolute animals.
If you guys have more suggestions, leave a comment down below. We're not at the level of bigness to where I can't respond to your comments. I do try to respond to as many comments as I can on our videos. You guys have probably noticed that in the comment section. So just because you guys, just because we're ending the live here doesn't mean I won't be in contact with you guys. And I'm excited to do the next live when we do. Cypher says, such a great live. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Joy says it was fun. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. It was fun having you guys here. And Cypher, you're right. Pineapple on pizza is disgusting. That being said, Zay, any what Josh says, what? No Q&A on the Q&A? I'm not sure what that means. We did a whole Q&A.
With that being said, guys, stay tuned for the next one. It might be sooner than you expect. Stay tuned for guests.
I see what he's saying. He's saying, what? No, Q&A on the Q&A. Well, we technically did do a Q&A on the Q&A, but that was fun.
But, guys, we appreciate you stopping by. I loved it. I had a fucking blast. You know, you want to do some more questions, you can stop in at Define at Twitch, you know, but if you don't want to, you know, stop in there.
Yeah, another way to interact with us live is Zay's Twitch. We do stream on there.
So,
there's no spoilers in the comment section, please, because we're trying to keep it spoiler free as much as possible.
But, thank you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Cam, any last words?
Well, if you guys know of any kind of animal protection suit, that'll definitely increase our chance of going to Australia. But with that being said, final words. Thanks for being here, guys. I've said that 1,000 times now. Love to have you.
Will we see them on the next one? I think we'll see them on the next one.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.